Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Man the Maker. Welcome to a new Let's Play for Sigma Theory. This game is currently in closed beta, though I think from the moment of release, this game is going to be released in 5 days. On the 18th, it's going to go public. The developers of the game, Miklos Studios, Viber Tiger, were kind enough to send me a copy of the game and allow me into the beta. Very grateful for that, and I'm particularly excited because I had my eye on this game for quite some time, and I was already a bit pumped to play it, and now here I am. And so what is the game? I won't go into the story. We'll learn about that as when we start the game. But essentially, we kind of manage a powerful covert agency for a certain nation to try and gain control through the Sigma theory. You manage your agents and your teams, and you perform operations out in the world, turn-based style. And it is right in my wheelhouse. I am pumped to play it. I have played it only very, very little. I've watched a little bit of it, so I'm not going in completely blind. But I'm too excited, So we're just going to go ahead and dive on in. Start a new account. I will name myself, of course, Man the Maker. You can pick which country to start at. There is 10 right off the bat, and you will be kind of representing this country's interests as the game plays out. We are going to pick Germany because I live here primarily. Also, having versatile scientists could be useful. You'll figure out what that means when we get into it. I almost played as Turkey because of my wife's heritage, but not hugely interested in the firearm thing for this run. So we're going to pick Germany. We're going to go ahead, and we can pick, of course, a wife. So we will. And we will pick Ece Gurdag. My wife speaks fluent Turkish, and I've heard quite a bit of it, but I'm not great at it. So that's my best approximation. I think the C is pronounced like a che. So Ece Gurdag. Let's go ahead. The curly hair. I love big curly hair. So seems appropriate. Somewhat similar to my wife's, actually. And there we go. So this is our people. We will be playing as Germany. Let's go ahead and start the game. Oberstmann, the German government needs you. Several days ago, the scientific community developed the Sigma theory, a scientific method capable of producing rapid advances with the potential to throw the world into chaos. Within a few weeks, we'll see the emergence of new weapons with unimaginable destructive power, as well as tools that can influence the economy, society, energy, transport, and even the human mind. Our civilization will change beyond recognition. German leaders want to monopolize Sigma technologies. The country that controls Sigma will control the world. Your mission: discover these Sigma technologies with the best scientists at your side. Do what you must to gather a team of agents and use persuasion, diplomacy, and force to acquire the few scattered scientists able to work on these technologies. We currently have 2 in our own labs. We've given you a surveillance drone and a combat drone to assist you in your field missions. You also have access to diplomatic support to conduct negotiations with the leaders of rival nations. We're counting on you. And there you have it. That's the story. And one thing also is, ostensibly, the leaders of the world have come together and said, hey, we're all going to be pals. Let's all work on this together. But of course, we are going to be here in the shadows, trying to get a leg up. So the first thing we need to do is recruit 4 agents. And now everybody has 2 different stats. You can see intelligence or intellect and strength. This is, will help influence what they are good at. Smart people are good at smart things. Strong people are good at, probably fighting and lifting stuff up and things that strong people are good at. In addition to that, everybody has their own traits here. You can see, like, for example, this man, Mr. 88888888, is a seducer. Good at seducing scientists, which is one of the ways in which you can try and attract them to your side. He's loyal, so he will never resign, and he's stubborn, so he may not always listen when you try and exfiltrate. Now, don't worry too much about the specifics of what all of these mean. Just know that they will assist you in different ways, so you can build a team initially to try and go for what you would like. And with that in mind, I know I would like a hacker. I'm particularly like, I'm a developer myself, a software developer. seems only appropriate. So he's a hacker. He's better at hacking. That's fairly straightforward. He's also a loner, so he's not going to really be doing seduction. He's arrogant, so he'll never surrender even when mortal danger. Now, it's not so simple as just picking your people. The challenge starts now. We have to read this, figure out who he is, recruit him, and then answer his question. He'll be like, well, why should I join you? And you have to try and figure out their personality. It's interesting because it's going to provide a challenge for me now. I expect to fail a few times and probably not get at all the team that I initially aimed for. But nonetheless, that is how it goes. As you play the game, obviously you will probably, I don't think it's randomized, so you will know the correct answers going forward, and probably use spoilers once that's available. There's this many people, agents currently available. I'm pretty sure like these guys are not in the game yet, or maybe you have to unlock them. I don't know. The resource I use primarily for this is a few months old, so things have likely changed. So at that time they weren't in the game. Maybe you need to unlock them. Maybe it's random, but I don't think it is. But I know we want Gamera here. Gamera, whatever it is. You can also see he knows Japan. You can also have a restaurant, so make it much harder to send people there. But we're going to probably use him as a hacker, which means I don't think you send people out to do hacking. I think you can stay in your homeland. So we're going to go ahead and try and recruit. Give me one good reason why I should work with you. And now, the hard part comes. He's got these 3 possibilities, and we have to kind of figure it out. Solitary man. Satoshi quickly abandoned former schooling to become a black hat hacker for hire, which has afforded him a very comfortable existence. He has no intimate relationships and no known family. He's suspected of numerous acts of noted cyber terrorism, but has admitted to only one, 10 years ago, when a Hollywood firm refused to finance a sequel to a blockbuster movie featuring giant sea monsters. The bank accounts of those producers were mysteriously emptied. The director of the film later received an extravagant bank deposit from an untraceable source. So, he's a loner, he's a hacker, he likes movies, likes giant sea monsters. We kind of have to put that together to be able to answer this question. So, you want to know what the future of war looks like? Robots, drones, if you can imagine it, I've already got it. Seems like he might be interested in that because he likes giant fighting sea monsters and robots. Kind of nerdy thing, I suppose. I'm looking for someone skilled in seduction who's not afraid to break some hearts. Not him. Not him at all. And I need your intelligence to build a just, equal world where the lives of men aren't dominated by money. He doesn't seem to have a problem with that. I mean, he robbed people, but it's not really this anti-monetary system way of thought. I'm going to go with robots. Robots. You want to know what the future of war looks like? Oh, congratulations, you just recruited the best agent there is. Very nice. So there's 1 of 4. We now have to do this 3 more times. And now hopefully, right, you want to kind of put together the best team possible, right? And you can probably have different strategies. I mean, I'm very fresh to the game, so I'm not aware of the efficacy of the myriad strategies. But we know now, we've got a hacker. So we're going to need also some field agents, some people who can go out and mess with people. So Hugh, she's pretty good at both of those things. She's a firearms expert, particularly deadly, seducer, bloodthirsty, so she will kill people especially if she has a gun. She's good at convincing people to defect, and she tends to kill people that she protects. Well, okay. Maybe we want you. You are elite. So elite means that you can only have 1 elite on your team. If we recruit her, we will no longer be able to recruit some other ones. She is a pacifist, so she won't really fight too brutal things, but she is a black belt as well. She's honest, so she will be less effective at bribery, but she's good at getting people out. And if things go wrong, she can escape. An interesting choice. Catch here. I think I like Fortune here. She's high profile, so she needs to be careful when moving between countries, but she doesn't have any restaurants right now. She's a negotiator, so she's good at bribing scientists to defect, something to consider, and a smuggler. No trouble finding weapons in enemy territory, so she can get weapons if we so wanted to, which I'm inclined to try for her. I like negotiator. I think I like negotiator. She's also got some pretty good. She's good. Sounds like a decent field agent to me. No major downside, though. You are kind of a badass. No, let's go for fortune. I'm not going to dwell too long on it. I put a little bit of thought into it ahead of time, but I don't want to spend the whole video in this screen. So Ellen is the sole heiress to the largest shareholding in the Carlyle holding, the majority shareholder in almost all arms manufacturing companies worldwide. Coming from a well-off background, she received a top British education before returning to live the high life in New York. Clever and athletic, she knows her fortune is steeped in blood and searches for a way to right her wrongs, whilst her American pragmatism keeps her in the driving seat of her holding. Perhaps you could find a solution by working with you. What do we got? Too much blood has been spilt in this world. She might like that. I'll do with your restaurant. Well, you don't have one. I feel like she searches for a way to right her wrongs. This one is okay, but this one seems very direct. I'm impressed. You've got yourself another field agent. There's number 2. All right. You might want someone else who's kind of smart or sneaky. Aphrodite. Master of disguise and a seducer. I kind of like that. I kind of like, I don't know, messing around with the seduction. Seems pretty good to me. As I said, this is a way in which that you can, you know, manipulate people to join your cause. So, something to definitely keep in mind. Miss South Korea, then Miss Universe, the young Kim Joo-sun is seen as the most beautiful woman of all time. An elevation to stardom led her to abandon her studies of international economics, but enabled her to meet the world's rich and powerful. Her talent for diplomacy is formidable. Athletic, dedicated, and loyal, she strives to be more than just a pretty face. As a celebrity with a global profile, who is also a covert espionage agent, she's a unique asset. There's truly more to her than meets the eye. So, I represent the best chance you have to do something real, something important with your life. You need your insights and skills to make the world a better place. It's time to forget your past and make yourself anew. She likes being, she got represent the chance to do something real, something important with her life. I need your insights and skills to make the world a better place. Or time to forget the past and make yourself anew. Does she want to do that? Does she want to do that? Does she want to use her insights and skills to make the world a better place? She doesn't seem to particularly care about that. Though maybe, I think this, right? She was always so beautiful. Now you can do something, and that's it. We've got number 3. And now our last choice. We might want to go for somebody who's maybe a bit good on the ground, right? Red Sword here, for example. She's elite. I don't think we have an elite already. We do not. A knife fighter, proficient with blades, a patriot. She is very good in Russia, where she has recon for. And a spy hunter, she's especially adept at disrupting enemy operations in your country. Mystery, we can go for you. We already have a seducer, maestro, intricate web weaver, honest and weak-willed. No, maybe you. You're an exfiltration expert, which I do quite like. This is somebody that we could potentially use to get people out of the country. She's got recon in England and France, which is quite close to us. Sure, let's go for it. Well-read and athletic, British in origin, Cassandra is a brilliantly practical philosopher who believes in goodness. With this mindset, she specialized as an international lawyer in the most hopeless cases, successfully acquitting the bloodiest dictators and the most violent warmongers. Bizarrely, it was also she who submitted the evidence to charge them in the first place. In her worldview, it is the forgiveness of society that mends the harm caused. In her tireless pursuit of punishment and forgiveness for human evil, she has surveyed many a dangerous terrain and developed unique coping skills. She'd be a perfect agent if it wasn't for her philosophical doctrine. Yeah, well, we'll take that. Maybe it'll go horribly wrong. You want to do nice things. I know you've got a personal mission, so have I. She does. Right? Yeah? That's not particularly interesting. She does not. So we have failed in recruiting her. That's truly too bad. Let's see if we can get someone else who's good at exfiltrating. Seems like there is not another person specific for that. And I'm looking for an exfiltration master, but no. This guy's a bit of a blunt object there, heavy object. I think we will go maybe with you, right? Very knife fighter. She's an elite. She's probably good at getting out of tough things. Or an anvil. Wasn't there a driver? Wheelman, seducer, firearms expert, intricate web weaver. Let's get a coercing, but can probably help people get out. Less effective at bribery. Yeah, okay. You seem good. Born to the family of the lesser English nobility, Thomas followed the career path of the ideal British spy, a top student at Eton, then Oxford, politics and poetry. After accepting an officer's commission, he passed the UK Special Forces selection easily. He has experienced in the Afghan and Iraqi theaters, but it is on the corridors of the embassies that he excels, a talent that MI6 has yet to discover. For you to spend the rest of your life on the front lines waiting to get shot will be a profound waste of talent. Yeah, that's obviously one. Headed for the apocalypse, I need an expert on the subject. Nope. This is going to be it. You just recruited the best agent there is. And we've done it. We actually have a team. So there we go. We've got our hacker. We've got a negotiator smuggler. So we can perhaps bribe some people. It's also not smart and not too weak. We've got a seducer. That's going to be your target right there. He's also a seducer and also really good at getting people out. So we are going to probably trying to be seducing double agents with you, Mr. Maestro. We can seduce anyone now, right? Got these two handsome devils over here. He's always a little bit jealous, but he's fine. He's fine. He's happy just to stay by himself. Let's go ahead and jump on in. Quite a bit of setup for the game, but that's okay. I mean, I'll read through the tutorial a bit to kind of give you guys an idea of what's going on. So this map gives me a real-time view of the global situation and our operations. This number represents my employer's confidence in my performance. If I disappoint, well, it's not of work. Being fired is rather unpleasant. The other countries also have confidence level with the nation that employs me. If this figure drops, operations and negotiations will become more complicated. And nobody likes complicated situations, so they do like us a certain amount. This is the doomsday clock. The greater the risk of humanity's destruction, the closer it is to midnight. I must do everything in my power to prevent it striking midnight. Otherwise, there will be no one left to hear it. So if this reaches max, it's just game over. And my goal is to discover and secure Sigma technologies before other nations. And we need scientists. First thing I need to do is send my agents on a mission. Do I have to actually follow this? Can I not end it? No, apparently I cannot. So, okay, we will have to send them on missions. So, here is the map, right? And essentially the crux of the game is taking our agents and sending them out into the world to go and do different missions. Essentially, ideally, we need to find scientists and bring them back. So we're going to think about where we want to send our first missions. And I think we're going to go with Russia because we have somebody who's quite good at Russia and can do things there. So, okay, I will click on you. Oops. I do not want to move you. You're going to make me move him. Can I really not? I have to do this? That's really a shame. He's the one guy who I don't want to do. Okay, well, looks like we're going to move you. We can fast travel. You can't bring a gun, which is fine. He's not a fighter anyways. Now I can probably cancel that. Yeah, indeed I can. And so, yes, that is basically how the game works. And we've got all different kinds of missions. So what we're going to do, we are going to send this one over to here. She's a little bit slower because of her high profile, but we will fast travel her because we don't need her to carry a weapon. That's what this means. Let's do it with a last minute emergency. Yeah, that's the high profile situation, perhaps. This man here, we will also consider sending somewhere. Now, we don't really know where we want to do it or how much we want to focus on one place, but let's go to France. You can infiltrate and bring a gun. So we're going to do that. It takes the same amount of time, presumably because of some trait that you have. So you're going to fly there. My man Hacker here can hack, taking control of an enemy drone, which we will try and do. Oh, look at this. We can try and steal Sigma data. We can lower the alert level. We can locate scientists. Let's try and do that. Yes, end the turn. So he's going to report back in 2 days. And I've got one more mission. You. You are a negotiator and a smuggler. So I think I'm going to also send you to Russia. And you are going to infiltrate, I believe. So you know, we'll have them both work over there. And you guys are going to both go over to France. Takes very little time to get there because it is right next to us. And you are going to infiltrate. Might as well bring the gun. That's fine. So, up next, Sigma. So as you can see here, we've got 2 scientists. And they will be working towards these technologies. You have a bunch of different trees here. Neuroscience, health, robotics, finance, and astrophysics. And I think you need 15 to win. This is kind of what leads me to believe that. Of course, as you go ahead and unlock things, you get some rather powerful technologies. So, we're going to ignore that for now. For example, if we went into neuroscience, the first technology is hypnos. Paraphysical rhetorical method allows user to redirect conversations and plant ideas in the minds of others. If we go into health, panacea. This synthetic substance stabilizes the life cycle of cells. The benefits are too numerous to count, starting with a cure for every known form of cancer. Robotics, giving us lightning. By replacing tendons and skeletal muscles with smart nanofibers, we can create soldiers with extraordinary reflexes and superhuman speed. Finance, the Taurus project, can predict financial markets movements with effectively 100% accuracy. Theoretically, this could be the end of capitalism as we know it, for better or worse. Or astrophysics, Helios, with the perfection of hypertensile materials and laser energy transmissions, the Helios orbital solar stations can fulfill the Earth's energy's need for centuries to come. So I do not have any idea what these do. I do kind of like the idea of hypnos, right? You're a charlatan. So our scientists here also have traits. Universal has no specialties, is better at most of them than the average person. Fortunately, she's not very competent and without ties, so nothing holding them down. She's got she can do anything. What about you, my man? Also universal. He's chaste, cares more for the work than people, and is not motivated by money. So that's good. So he's good at robotics. So I mean, we're gonna leave him at robotics, which is probably one of the less interesting things for me. But I think with you, I'm gonna have you go ahead and work on neuroscience. Now I would like to have both of them over here. And actually, he seems... Oh, you're universal as well. Yeah, we're going to have both of you guys work on the one technology, so we can really try and boost our way up towards hypnos. I mean, for what we're doing, this seems pretty damn good, right? We're going to try and implant ideas in the minds of others. So that's our first goal. Here we can look at our agents. Everybody's out on a mission. We've got all the diplomats of the world, including our own. This is our own man here. And then we've got the other diplomats, which apparently I can only look at a limited amount of. Up here we've got notifications. That's what happens when you end the turn. There's settings and such. And now we can also consider, right, trying to talk with certain people. Now, setting up a meeting is not the most useful, right? If we go here, we can request a meeting, which will be on Friday the 16th. Now, there's things that we can do with that, like raising up how much they like us, reducing their alert level, corrupting Igor here, which, you know, is not necessarily a bad idea. We are sending a seducer there, and hopefully, right, you need to kind of learn about them to be able to do this. And hopefully, by Friday the 16th, we will be able to learn with them. Now, we don't want to really meet with anybody else. What about you? Can also on March the 16th, we have multiple meetings. I suspect we'll be able to, no, negative. I think that's all we're going to go to meet with for now. Because, I mean, we're gonna just start picking off these, just kind of arbitrarily. We also have our surveillance drone here, which we can use, as it says, to detect threats during exfiltration and support your agents in their investigations. The offensive drone can be used to launch airstrikes quietly and discreetly. We're not going to use that, but I think what we will do is is we're gonna really kind of focus over here on Russia. So we're gonna send that drone over there, support our agents in their investigations. And I think that's all we're gonna do for this first turn. It's very wordy, I realize it, but I assure you that things will pick up, right? We've kind of gotten over a lot of the explanations. Things will move at a faster pace. I'm super excited to get into this. It's right up my alley. You know, methodical planning, risk assessment. When you do the exfiltration missions, which you know is going to be somewhat soon, hopefully, there's a little bit of action going on there, so it kind of fits with the spy thriller. Still turn-based, so it's not that kind of pressure, but immediate decisions with repercussions as well. So you know we're going to get to all of that next time. If you guys are new here, I would love it, of course, the obligatory YouTuberiness. Subscriptions help out the channel a lot. I'm always appreciative. Likes, comments, all the good stuff. You know the drill. This is going to be the only time that I will really mention that in this series. I get it out of the way once, and then, you know, I trusted you guys to know the drill, right? If this is what you want to do, do it. If not, I mean, hey, if you dislike the video, give it a dislike. Tell me why. That helps a lot. That matters a lot to me as well. And that's going to be it for this first episode. So, as I said, hope you guys have enjoyed it. Hope you stick around. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. And until next time, my name is Man the Maker. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day.